little background. Tim, I went into one of these, I've been following all these gurus on how you use basically long YouTube ads to lead people to a long form free webinar on something, which really is just disguised to get people to a funnel into taking a call with you where you talk to them for an hour and then sell them on a hybrid coaching plan. A lot of people do this very well and very successfully. And I spent a lot of time and money and effort, and I felt a little cheesy and sleazy about it because you lead people in sort of the standard advice is promise them the solution to all these problems. Then when you get them there, you talk about all their pain points and you agitate, talk about pain. You talk broadly about the solution. And then you say, but your particular situation is so unique and different and special. I can't give you generic information for you. Call me and I'll talk to you about it. And then that gets people in. So I'm not condemning people who do it. I tried it. And for us, it generated a lot of calls. And I would say 90% of the people who booked calls, confirmed call, just never showed up. Those who did, it just wasn't in alignment. They were looking for something that was, I don't know, $99, and our price was $5,000 for this blended coaching program.
Yep.
So, and we sold a few, and the people we sold it to loved the program, but I couldn't figure out how to scale it. Therefore, it just didn't seem to work. So I came up with something completely. And Ben, I see you've posted this, but now I forgot how I can click on it or capture it to then pull it up on another screen. Ben, if you could just email it to me, that's going to be the easiest way for it. So I did a completely different webinar. I did an anti-sales webinar, So I created recently a video where I say, look, I know I'm supposed to hit all your pain points and do all these things to get you on a sales call and seem like I'm actually going to teach you communication skills, but I'm actually going to just give you all my expertise here and teach you, and you don't have to buy anything. You're going to learn a lot. And the reason I'm going to do it is there's a certain percentage of you, maybe it's 1%, are going to say, okay, that's helpful, but I want something more in-depth, in-person training, a speech, a seminar, a webinar, a live session on Zoom for training. And if you want it, it's all right here in the bottom, but you can just keep on listening. And so I didn't do all the fear I really just gave them a training as if they had paid for a full day with me. Now it's 75 minutes long. So we did it maybe 6 weeks ago. We are connecting it to pages that give content about basically all my services, because like a lot of people, I package my expertise and sell it in different ways. And, sometimes people want a day of me, and that's one price. Sometimes they may want a week. Sometimes they may want Zoom session with one of my other trainers, or they don't have a certain budget and they want to come to a public workshop, which my company does. I don't personally do those. We have webinars, we have books. So we're violating some of the standard marketing rules, which is, a confused customer never buys. Give them one option, or at most 3. I was doing that and just didn't enjoy it. And what I found is even the people we did sell using what most of the gurus say you should do now, it took 2 separate Zoom calls, which to me meant if it's taking me, and I'm the expert on this, 2 separate Zoom sales calls to close something for $5,000, there's no way I'm going to be able to scale that, hire other closers to do it, because they're not going to. If it's going to take them 2 different calls, it's too unwieldy. It's got to be something they can actually sell. So just giving you a little bit of the history there of the mindset of why I came up with this particular strategy.